Now, identifying areas with high susceptibility to flooding. Now we will add the flood Cebu City layer. Right click on the layer. Okay. Right click on the layer and then open attribute table. So you have here flood susceptibility classes from high. HF is high flooding, low flooding LF, MF is medium flooding, VHF is very high flooding. Now for this exercise, we will be excluding areas with high to very high flooding susceptibility, so which means VHF. Then hold the control key and then select the HF or high flooding susceptibility. Then make a new layer for the selected records. Right click on the flood Cebu City layer and then scroll down to selection, create layer from selected features. So a new layer flood Cebu City selection is created and it appears here in the table of contents. So we export this new layer by right clicking, export data, and then we rename this as flood underscore susceptibility output. Shapefile name, yes. So we have a new shapefile named flood susceptibility containing all the highly susceptible areas to flood. Right? Now we exclude these areas with high susceptibility to flooding. So click the arc toolbox icon, erase. Under input features, select slope, ESA, shape. Under erase feature, select flood susceptible. Under output, name your new layer as slope, ESA underscore flood. Save. Click OK. Wait for it to process. Okay. Now we have a new layer called slope ESA flood shape. So this contains all the areas with less than 50% slope, outside ecologically sensitive areas, and not within high flood susceptibility. Okay. Now determining areas with high susceptibility to landslide. So again, the same process, we add the landslide data set and then right click on the layer to open the attribute table, and then it shows you the level of landslide susceptibility. The same thing, very high landslide, high landslide. We're only concerned with these two classifications. So we have selected them, and make a new layer for the selected records. Right click on the landslide Cebu City layer in the table of contents, and then go to selection, click layer, or click on create layer from selected features, and then you have a landslide Cebu City selection layer here, and we export this. We export this data, export data, and then we name it as landslide susceptibility. Save. Okay. Yes. So you have now a layer containing all the highly susceptible areas to landslide. Next, we exclude areas with high susceptibility to landslide. Again, we use the arc toolbox, the erase tool, input features, slope, ESA flood, and then the erase layer is landslide susceptibility. And then under output feature class, name your new layer as slope, ESA, flood, landslide. Save, and then OK. Then you wait for ArcGIS to process. So a new layer named slope, ESA, flood, landslide is created. So this shows you the areas with less than 50% slope, outside ecologically sensitive areas, and not within high flood and landslide susceptibility. Okay, so those are the hazards, slopes, and ecologically sensitive areas. But we also have to remove existing urbanized areas. Okay. So we will be extracting the urbanized areas from the Land Cover 2015 Cebu City dataset of NAMRIA. So right click on Land Cover 2015. So the layer is already here. So this is your Land Cover 2015 Cebu City. Alright, so right click, open attribute table. From the table, select the built-up land cover type. So the built-up land cover type is this one. Make a new layer for the selected record. Right-click on the Land Cover 2015 Cebu City layer. Go to Selection, Create Layer. If you scroll this up, you can see here the Land Cover 2015 Cebu City Selection 2, which is your built-up areas. Now what we need to do is to right-click on this selection here and then export data. Okay, so select this layer source data and then enter built up as the output shapefile. Okay, save. Okay, yes. So these are now, you now have your built up areas. Okay, so indicated in this brown colored polygons here. Now we exclude the urbanized areas by using the same tool, the erase tool. Okay, so under input features, select slope, ESA, flood, landslide. Under erase features, select build up. And then under output feature class, name your new layer as slope, ESA, flood, landslide, built up. Save, click OK, then wait for ArcGIS to process. Okay, so here we have a new layer named slope, ESA, flood, landslide, built up, containing all the areas with less than 50% slope, outside ecologically sensitive areas, not within high flood and landslide susceptibility, and not within urbanized areas. Okay, now in the absence of any other data sets, other geohazards, prime agricultural lands, which can serve as additional criteria in this exercise, we can now finalize our suitable land for development. Now you can right click on this layer here, slope, ESA, food, landslide, built up layer. select data, export data. In the export window, select this layer source data and enter suitable land as file name. Save, click OK, and then yes. A new shapefile named Suitable Land is created containing the suitable land for development in Cebu City. So this is now your suitable land areas. Now, next, identifying suitable land for development. So based on the set criteria developed at the start of this module, the suitable areas for future development were identified using overlay analysis. Now change the symbology of the suitable land area in the table of contents. Change the fill color to a brighter color and change outline color to no color to make it easier to see. So here we will change this to a brighter color, let's say orange, and then the outline color, no color. Okay. Now add the Cebu City Barangay shapefile. Okay, so Cebu City Barangay, so this layer here, add. Okay, so double click on the this symbol and remove the fill color. You just retain the outline, okay, to be more visible so that the suitable land data is visible. And then double click on the Cebu City Barangay layer, click labels, check label features in this layer. Under text string, label field, select barangay name from the drop down menu. Okay, choose Arial 5, so Arial 5 for the text symbol, click apply and OK. Now the barangays are now labeled by their names. Add the Cebu Road shapefile. So add Cebu Roads, add, click the zoom in icon and examine the area. Okay. All right. Now we will now determine the suitable land areas for each barangay of Cebu City. Okay. We will intersect the suitable land and Cebu City barangay layers. So go to main menu, geoprocessing. Here. Okay. Intersect. In the intersect window, select suitable land. Suitable land. And Cebu City Barangay. Cebu City Barangay. So we will intersect suitable land and Cebu City Barangay. Now in the output features, input suitable land barangay. Save. Okay. Okay, so a new layer named Suitable Land Barangay is created and it's displayed here in our table of contents. Right click on this layer. We check it first. Right click on this layer, open attribute table. Let us now calculate for the land area suitable for development for each barangay. From the table drop-down menu, so this is your table drop-down menu, click Add Field. Add Field. Name your field as Suitable Area, suit_area. Select double as your type. Click OK. And then, if you look at your table, you drag the slider towards your right, there is a new column or a new field added in the table. So right click on the field name, suit_area, right click, and then calculate geometry. So in the calculate geometry window, select units as square meters. Okay, click OK. Okay, so the table now gives you values, no, for your suitable land area in square meters. So we now have these values. We can then calculate the percentage to the total land area of each barangay. So we will calculate for the percentage. We add field again, input percent as name, select double as type, click OK. A new field percent is created. Right click on the percent field heading, select field calculator. Okay, in the field calculator window, under fields window, double click suit area. So suit area, click divide, this one, double click barangay area, click multiply, then input 100. Okay, and then click OK. Now the table gives you the percentage of suitable land area for development in each barangay. So you can sort descending. So as you can see here, we have sorted the values from highest to lowest. So that's the end of module 2. I hope that you have learned something with regards to how layers are overlaid and what tools to use in this overlay process. So this is a very simple process which you can easily do as long as you have the ArcGIS software. So again, thank you very much for your attention and thanks for watching.